Hey small group leaders, thanks for joining us for a minute to talk about your small group in this week. So this week's class was actually called Timehop, which is all about talking about people's histories and backgrounds and where they came from. This week we'd kind of like your small group to talk about how their soul was formed. So what blessings come from their families that they've came away from during their time of college, and also realizing what sins they might carry with them or habits in their family that they don't even know they have, but are actually there because of how they were raised. So, Sarah, what's some questions that we can ask for these small groups?
Well, there's a couple things that we're going to want to talk about this week. We want you to ask the question, what ways has our family blessed us that we've carried it on into the future? I sit and I think about all the different ways that I was raised, and some of the things that I loved that really blessed my soul were a lot of traditions that I grew up doing as a family, like Advent and Lent and those sort of things. And it's shaped and formed who I am today, and I still do that with my own family. The other question we wanted to talk to you about is, maybe the things that are part of your family dynamics that might not shape and form you in the best ways. So it might be a characteristic that you take on, or it might be a sin that you struggle with. For me, actually, I didn't realize it until Kevin and I were married. And Kevin was the one who we were talking one day, and he pointed it out, and he was like, "Sarah, you play an interesting role in your family." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "You are so smart, but you play dumb in your family." And I was like, "What?" And at first, I was so offended. I was like, "What are you talking about?" But the more I sat and I thought about it, I did. It was a role that I played. I tried to be a peacemaker by playing dumb. And so, I played the ditzy blonde, and it's something that, it was just a part of my family dynamic. And I didn't realize I was doing it until I had a faith community that kind of pulled that out. So, the good, the bad come with how you're raised. And my family is interesting. It's going to see, because I have 2 adopted sons, so my family tree has changed in lots of ways. So I'm excited to see what the next couple of generations are going to look like. So that's another question you can talk about. What do you hope for the generations to come after you in your family? What do you hope will be carried on?
Wow, that's good. And also just think about, you want your people to think of what it's going to look like 2 or 3 generation wise, and who you want them to be as people and who they want to be. So try to draw that out this week and get that conversation going. And we'll see you guys next week.
Two finger halabala.